Some people might say it's one of Chicago's better, well-kept secrets. I don't know that it's a secret at all, but it's a great place that y'all ought to visit, especially if you're in the market for any sort of toy this holiday season. Timeless Toys, the owner, Scott Friedland, is here. Scott, by the way, is an 11-year vet of the Army Reserves, and we thank you for your service. Didn't you just get back from a trip?
Thank you, yeah. I just got back from a year deployment in Syria and Iraq.
Wow.
I thought the reserves were, you need me, call. It's a pretty serious commitment, obviously.
Yeah, so I'm in the Indiana Army National Guard, and actually now National Guard usually deploys more often than the active duty guys do. Pretty much every few years, and we serve a different role by having civilian careers too, so we can help out in many ways, and especially when you're working with civilian population, help them really build up their society again.
Did you do some with Ukraine as well?
So we didn't do anything with Ukraine, at least not me personally.
You in particular, though, talking about kids and things, or am I making that up?
So we did do some toy fundraising with Ukraine. We helped out some local organizations that were taking in kids from Ukraine over here in Chicagoland area, help get some toys and have a little bit of fun.
What about Veterans Day, which is coming up? He won't be here on that day, so let's have you give us some perspective on it right now. What's the right thing to say to a vet?
Yeah, just thank a vet for their service. There's so many people that have served, and they may or may not have gone overseas, but everyone's done their part, even to support from stateside and to really do their job. So just say thank you, shake their hand, and that's it. We're just out there to celebrate what we've done for our communities.
And it's always appreciated. Andrea, Timeless Toys, I know you've been there, but Timeless Toys on Lincoln Square is tremendous. What do you want to ask them?
It absolutely is. Tell everybody, for those who haven't been, and for those who haven't been, you definitely need to go. Your toys are timeless. I feel like I'm walking into my own childhood when I go there. What gave you the idea to start such an incredible, nostalgic toy store?
Well, I'll tell you what. So my father and I bought Timeless Toys from the original owners, and they're Harry and Martha Burroughs, they opened it in 1994, so we're coming up on about our 30th year anniversary. And they were looking to create an oasis for kids in Chicago, big bustling city, and a place for kids to really come, play, explore, get away from all the city craziness. And I found Timeless Toys working for my dad. We were actually their accountants. And I stepped into Timeless Toys for the first time, and my whole body, my mind reverted back to childhood, and I just fell in love. Yeah, it's a really magical environment, and I saw and I said, this is where I need to be working. I need to get out from the computer screen and get out and have fun and help kids learn.
Steve, you walk in and kids are playing in the toy store. It's so cool.
And it goes to show that you don't just need to hand a kid a phone with an app and games they can play. I mean, they're going to lock into that very easily. But this is stuff that's great for fine motor skills. It's great for building more brain power. It's very cool. I just have never been anything but a big fan of your store. So I was looking through a list of some of the toys that are good for adults as well. Because sometimes getting an adult a toy is good stuff. And Butts on Stuff is the name of a toy, Andrea. What is Butts on Stuff?
Yeah. Oh, my God. It's one of my new favorite games. Butts on Things, the cheek-to-cheek card game. I brought it here with me.
Cool.
It's got all these funny little cards, different fruits and everyday items.
That like a taco?
A taco, coffee mug that have been turned into butts. And a really quick-paced card game where you're trying to play cards and line up, and you're trying to bookend these rows of cards with the same butt. And if you can do that, you get all the cards in the pile. And
that's the kind of maturity that I'm at, so I love this.
I love it.
So this is definitely my kind of maturity. It's my son's kind of maturity, too. He's 6, and we have the same sense of humor. But anything that has to do with butts and his fast gameplay is great for any family, for adults. It's great for everybody.
What is Nido?
Nido is amazing. So Nido is a whole line of squishy stress toys.
Oh, cool.
I'll tell you what. So they come in multiple different forms. So I have this giant ball, and it's just really squishy. They have ones that are smaller and a little bit harder and heavier. We could pass these around the table for everyone to look at. But I'll tell you what, they're super stress relieving. They're so simple. But I tell you what, when I was overseas, I had my entire staff send cases of this stuff to us overseas. And it was these little things that we kept on our desks or at our workstations that actually just made our day so much better, even in the worst of times.
Well, people have the fidget spinners and things that were hot for 10 minutes a few years ago. Anything that's tactile like this, right, that you can touch, you can feel, and you can actually get some movement out of it, it's pretty great. This, however, looks like a giant orange slice, and I want to eat it.
Or like a big gumdrop.
Right? Yeah, it's a giant gumdrop. It looks like, yeah. But yeah,
and
definitely,
the squishy thing, it's
definitely
like a balloon.
don't eat it. Yeah.
This is fantastic. I could see where my attention is right now.
Well,
adults and kids.
Let me ask you about a couple of things that are timeless. Timeless Toys is your shop. Are Legos still a thing?
Absolutely. Legos will always be a thing. They are great for young kids because they teach you those building skills, right? You learn a little bit of the balance of building. You have some of the creativity, but also following directions if you're interested in building what's in the box. And the great thing about Lego is it's great for older people and adults alike. So they have some really intense sets that are 18 plus. Today I brought with me the dried flower centerpiece.
I've seen these.
Come on.
Yeah,
I've
really
seen these.
beautiful piece, right? Like you could
Isn't
build
it
this
cool?
and put this on as a centerpiece for your
Thanksgiving
Thanksgiving dinner.
And it doesn't die, and you can have it for longer than a week.
Yeah, so there's some really intense
That's
building.
amazing.
That's beautiful.
We'll put it up on social.
Yeah, really great pieces of artwork that you can throw around your house made out of Lego.
So I know blocks obviously for kids, and I know Steve just asked you about Legos, but remember like pickup sticks and what were the Tinker Toys?
Tinker
Was that
Toys,
kind
yeah.
of like, those are great
Can
for
you
motor
still
skills
buy
too.
Tinker Toys?
Yeah,
They're probably
you
a different
can.
name, though,
you
right?
can. I think the original Tinker Toys still exist, and there are some other things that are pretty similar to Tinker Toys that we still carry in our store today. I think the line is called Make It.
That's it. Yeah, Make It.
Yeah.
That's very cool. All right. Did we cover everything you brought in? Because we're only going to have about like a minute here, and I want to make sure you talk about some of this stuff.
Yeah, I mean, so simply, I think for adults, it's really important to play, right? We forget that we need to have fun also. So I just want to talk about how for adults, come in, come play, get something fun. We have stress toys, Pokemon cards, board games, puzzles, all these things that are great.
The puzzle collection is amazing.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Because I remember going in like right when the pandemic was kicking in. You're going, well, we're all going to be inside for a while.
Yeah, and we carry puzzles up to 5,000 pieces. Great things for adults to do as well when you're a little bit bored, right? And board games are making a huge comeback. So, head to timelesstoys.com. Pick out something for adults to play too. Get your adult game night. Get your stress-relieving toys. Don't forget that your job is to have fun. It will make your life a little bit brighter and easier.
That's awesome.
Timelesstoys.com. That's a great place to start. And if you find yourself in Lincoln Square, you'll never regret going in. And don't feel ashamed if you're going in by yourself as a grown-up. You're looking.
I've
And buying.
went by myself. I loved it. It's magical.
You do good work, my friend.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
And thank you for your service.
Thank you.
And have a great trip. He's got this trip coming up.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know who his travel agent is, but they're sending him to Scotland and Africa.
I know.
Yeah.
How cool
Well, let's
is
pick
that?
two things that don't go together, but have a great trip.
Oh, I'm super excited. I'm my own travel agent, so it's been fun planning it.
Congratulations on all the success.
Thank you, Scott.
And thanks for taking good care of us. It's timelesstoys.com.